The West Coast Late Night Spotlight shines on San Diego tonight as San Diego State welcomes FCS West, aka Portland State. The Aztecs are coming off a strong 9-4 campaign last season, although the year ended with a New Mexico Bowl loss to North Texas. Now San Diego State begins a new chapter as a member of the revamped Pac-12 Conference, making this the program's first season in its new conference home. Senior running back Lucky Sutton returns as one of the Aztecs' top offensive weapons, while junior wide receiver Jordan Napier gives the passing game another dangerous option. Portland State/FCS West will look to make the most of its opportunity in this late-night matchup, but San Diego State has its sights set on establishing itself in the new-look Pac-12. With partly cloudy skies and a mild Southern California night settling in, the stage is set in Southern California for this game between the FCS West Rivertoads/Portland State and the San Diego State Aztecs coming up next.
One of the most beautiful cities in the world, San Diego, California, and Snapdragon Stadium. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams this Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Rivertoads and the San Diego State Aztecs. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. So the San Diego State Aztecs kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Now the Rivertoads offense will get the football first. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Second down, gonna throw it. Unloads it left, and his throw is incomplete. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. They kick it away on 4th down. Catches it at the 15. Makes a move. Oh, he got loose. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So San Diego State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And onto the field comes Lucky Sutton. He's one of the top runners in the sport, and certainly they'll go to him early and often.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future, it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you. and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
The Aztecs will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And now the River Toads are in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not...
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, quarterbacks have to be careful throwing over the middle of the field, especially when you're playing against the safety with this kind of range and this kind of football IQ. He was locked in on the QB, knew exactly where he was going with the ball. He was able to jump in front of it and pick it up.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And the Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. They're working that left side. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Good time to take a shot here with this quarterback. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The River Toads are facing 3rd and inches. Right at the line. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
And now the River Toads with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down to the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, we're only in the 1st quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's busting. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Pulls it on the option. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Napier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it inside the 15. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Aztecs have it with a 1st and goal. They just keep firing. Into the house. Touchdown, Aztecs!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The River Toads will send out the punt unit. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. From the gun, it's Sutton. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. 2nd and long here. The snap sets up to throw. Left side, it's James. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Drives inside. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. It's dropped after taking the hit. Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pulls it in with one hand. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Grabs it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Rush right in his face. Complete to the left. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
And now the River Toads headed quickly to the line. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Throws quickly. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The River Toads are moving quickly down the field.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The sure hands, it's Clark. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. And now the River Toads come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third down tries. This one might be a little tougher. He's looking downfield to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Floats it out in space. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They're all over it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Between the hashes, it's James. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Throws it back. Oh, pressure's coming. Nobody fooled with the trickeration. It'll bring up fourth down. The Aztecs line up to punt it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go back to the air on second down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Toads will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They'll give it on the counter. Runs through the tackle. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The give to the back. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Now on the counter. There he goes. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Under pressure. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Keeps it himself. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Rush is on. It's complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the defense makes it play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here comes the heat. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And now the River Toads want to crank the tempo.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. The River Toads decide to punt it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Right side, it's James. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the Missouri State Bears, taking on the number 8 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's Missouri State sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Snapdragon Stadium. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. Past the 6. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Hits inside. It's Sutton. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to get it through the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And the Aztecs will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. Breaks into the open. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And now the River Toads want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The River Toads come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few edges, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his target. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Really nice job by the defense because they're doing their part, especially these last 2 drives now. Trailing here in the 2nd half, but not by much. And they know if they just keep getting it back to their offense, good things are going to happen. Really nice job on 3rd down that time, getting the sack and now giving their offense another chance.
The Aztecs will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man on the right. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Aztecs call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Sells the run, looking to pass. Working that left side now. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Just keep slinging it. Look out. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get any kind of rhythm. We've got to change something up here. We've got to do something different because right now it's just a sack play.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That sack's on him, not the O-line. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Keeping his eyes downfield. Turning it on. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right down the boulevard. It's good. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Extending the play. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Now the lead is down to 11. We'll stop play for just a second to check on this injured Aztec.
Number 94, set to kick this low.
On the move from inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. 3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Looking for the edge. He'll keep it on 2nd down. And he's brought down after a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Big hit knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. And the Aztecs send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. First play of this drive. Fires to the right. Got his man. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
And now the River Toads will punt this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Out wide right, it's Brown. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Selling the fake. Fires to the middle. Holds on. It's Napier. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Aztecs. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early. Got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Handoff from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. After 3 periods of play, and these 2 running backs have gone head-to-head. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll ride the hot hand. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run the draw. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying the left side. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The River Toads come to the line with a new set of downs. Sells the run, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. 2nd and long here. Wide receiver going in motion. Sells to fake. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends. They'll max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man on the right. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Wants to throw again. Hauls it in. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And now the River Toads have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Looking for a gap. It's Sutton. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Trying to make one miss. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Off play action on 1st down. Just barely got rid of it. Long way to go on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This one's complete.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Rushes on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Got his man down the middle. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, San Diego State! And the beatdown has ensued. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The River Toads now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Just had to get rid of it. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Got to make the play on fourth. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Swamped immediately. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top on second down. Back's got it on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. He'll pull it on close to the end zone, and the ball's out. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Aztecs! And they finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
And this might be what you call garbage time, and it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach, but I like it. Keep executing, keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season that you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Just meant to get the backups in there. I guess the starters will play one more play here.
They'll move the wide receiver. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Caught.
And it's all about...
All right, these backups get a whopping 2 plays.
Throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
A strike downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And now the River Toads right after the huge play through the air back to the line. The hand to the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
So San Diego State gets a couple late touchdowns to make the final score look a little bit more respectable. Final is 38-8. San Diego State wins by 30, taking over FCS West / Portland State. Taking a look at the team stats first, FCS West actually had the edge in first downs, 18-15. Total offense, San Diego State had the edge, but not by a whole lot, 327-300. Rushing yards, San Diego State had the edge, 90-48. Passing yards, FCS West had the edge, 252-237. Third down conversion percentage, the two teams were tied at 30%. FCS West did have the only 2 turnovers of the game, too, a fumble lost and an interception. And San Diego State still kind of sleptwalked to this win. Time of possession battle was won by FCS West by almost 8 minutes. Taking a look at the player stats now. For San Diego State, Jaden Denegal finishes 18 of 28 for 237 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, no interceptions. Pretty good day for him. For FCS West, Rob McShell, 24 of 50, 221 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. Leading rusher for FCS West was Johnson Jensen, 16 carries for 86 yards for him. For San Diego State, they were led by Lucky Sutton, 14 carries for 75 yards, 2 touchdowns, so not a bad day for him either. Kind of a strong fourth quarter to end it for him. Leading receiver for San Diego State was Jacob Bostic, 7 catches for 90 yards, though Giovanni James, Donovan Brown, and Jordan Napier all had the receiving touchdowns, and Napier had a nice average there, 2 catches for 73 yards. For FCS West, they were led by Johnson Jensen, the running back. Well, actually, we'll give it to Gemi Kinsley, 6 catches for 71 yards for him. Leading blocker for FCS West was Zachary Cumberland with 6 pancakes. For San Diego State, it was a tie between Isaac Lucas and Joseph Borjan. Each had 5 pancakes. Defensive leaders for the Aztecs, they were led in total tackles by Jelani Whitmore and Josiah Cox, each with 10. Tackles for loss are led by Krishna Clay with 4. All sorts of sacks. The sacks are getting crazy again. Krishna Clay, I can't say his name. Krishna Clay led the team with 3.5 sacks, but Sione Hala also had 3 sacks. Then we had a bunch of guys with 1 or more. So the sacks still a little bit silly. Josiah Cox had the only interception for San Diego State. For FCS West, no interceptions. Craig Walden had the only sack. A bunch of different guys had 1 tackle for loss, and then Eric Benson led the team in total tackles with 7. Kicking stats for FCS West, Brock Quinn made both of his field goal attempts with a long of 55 yards. No extra point attempts for him. For San Diego State, Paul Rutland made his only field goal attempt from 31 yards out, and he was 5 of 5 on extra point attempts. Punting for San Diego State, Aaron Westbury had 6 punts for an average of 44.1 yards per punt. For FCS West, Cam Beacons had 6 punts for an average of 49.1 yards per punt. Kick returns for FCS West, Braxton Brothers had 4 returns for an average of 14.5 yards per return. Cliff McMichael had 2 returns for an average of 8 yards per return. For San Diego State, Nathan Acevedo had 2 returns for an average of 19 yards per return. Punt returns for San Diego State, Nathan Acevedo had 5 returns for an average of 12.2 yards per return. And for FCS West, Griffin Mathers had 1 return for 8 yards. Looking at the scoring summary now. In the first quarter, San Diego State got on the board first with a 5-yard touchdown pass from Jaden Denegal to Giovanni James. It was 7-0 Aztecs after 1. Second quarter, Denegal finds Donovan Brown from 27 yards out, and then the Aztecs get a 31-yard field goal from Paul Rutland. It was 17-0 San Diego State at half. In the third quarter, FCS West gets their first points on a 54-yard field goal by Brock Quinn. Then they get another field goal from Quinn from 32 yards out. Then San Diego State scores on a 68-yard touchdown pass from Denegal to Jordan Napier. And it was 24-6 going into the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, FCS West gets a safety to draw a little bit closer, but then 2 Lucky Sutton touchdown runs, 1 from 8, 1 from 1 yard out, seals the game for San Diego State. And the final score is San Diego State 38, FCS West / Portland State 8. So nice 30-point win for the Aztecs. They moved to 1-0 in 2026 in their first year as a Pac-12 member. Take a look at what the headline says. Complete dominance. The Aztecs put together a convincing win over the River Toads in a 38-8 victory. Highlighted players were Tuffy Clark for FCS West and Sione Hala for San Diego State. See, San Diego State was a much higher rated team, and here's the Aztecs schedule. They go on the road to play the UCLA Bruins next week. That will be a tough game. We'll see how that goes. Next week, 1 game coming your way. I think we just have 1 more Saturday night game. Yes, we've got UCLA at Cal, rivalry game, former Pac-12 rivals going at it. And then we have 2 more Sunday games, and that's it for week 1. So we're almost done with week 1 here. But from San Diego, California, the Aztecs of San Diego State get the win, 38-8 over FCS West / Portland State. And we will see you next time.